Okay guys, so the first thing that we're going to do is brown our ground beef, and as always I'm going to make sure that I link down below and on the screen how much of each ingredient that you're going to need. So we're just going to let this do its thing and brown, and then of course we're going to drain the oil off of it. Okay, so that's pretty much brown. So what we're going to do is grab that, bring it over to our colander. We're going to drain that oil off. I'm getting pretty good at this one-handed thing. Okay, so you just want to drain the fluid off. There's a lot of water there. It wasn't a lot of grease. Before you guys start yelling at me about letting oil go down the sink. Okay, we're going to stick this back in the skillet. And we're going to go back over to the stove. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do in our recipe for taco lasagna is we're going to add our spices. So what I have mixed in here is I have cayenne pepper, and I also have, chili powder. So I'm going to dump this in, and as always, I'm going to make sure that I link down below and on the screen how much of each ingredient that you're going to need. Okay. Mix that in. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab some minced garlic. I'll dump that in. Oh, that smells yummy. I'm getting so excited for this meal. I can hardly contain myself. Next we have our taco seasoning, and you can choose whatever you like. I like mine with a little bit of kick, so I always buy this Old El Paso hot and spicy. And mix that up very well. Then throw a little bit of water in there. Then we're going to let this bad boy simmer for about 10 minutes, just so the seasonings are mixed in well. And then we'll be on to our next steps. Okay guys, so it's time to assemble. So the first thing that you want to make sure is that you have your oven preheated to 375 degrees. I have the pan that or the Pyrex dish that I'm going to be preparing that I'll be baking the taco lasagna in. I just like to spray mine just with some non-stick spray. This is olive oil spray from Sam's Club, but you can use whatever you have, or you don't have to use it. I don't like things to stick. Okay, so what I have here is I have some white corn tortilla shells. I'm messing that word up, I think. Bear with me though. Don't judge. Okay, so I have the Great Value brand. They're from Walmart. You can use flour shells if you want, but I am using corn shells. I always say use what you have, and what I have on hand is corn shells. Okay, so what we're going to do is much like if you were assembling a lasagna that has pasta. You're just going to layer it in. We are going to put our meat in. This smells so good, guys. This is great. Something that you can make ahead, something you can have for Taco Tuesday if that's your jam. Comment down below if Taco Tuesday is your thing. I love Taco Tuesday. So we're going to layer it with meat. And I don't want you guys to worry too much about what order you go in. This is for you and for your family and your friends, so it doesn't make, it's not that big of a deal. So don't worry about that. But the order that I tend to go in is that I put the meat on, Then I throw on some salsa. I like mine to have a little bit of kick, just like I did with the meat. I made it spicy. I have the paste chunky salsa, and it is medium heat. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and throw some of this on there. Guys, this is so simple to make, but it's so yummy. And if you're one of those folks and you like a lot of sauce, have some fun, do what you do. Okay, so we have the shell in there, we have the meat in there. The next thing that I want to do is I want to throw some green onion on there. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. Now, a lot of people don't like sour cream, and if you don't like sour cream, you don't have to use it. But I'm going to throw some sour cream on mine. And just throw little dollops over there randomly. No biggie. However you throw it on there is how you throw it on there. If you like a lot or a little, doesn't matter. You don't have to spread it. I'm just being extra. Okay. Can anybody guess what goes on next? Cheese. So what I have here is I have Colby and Monterey Jack mixed. I also have some mild cheddar. You can do one or the other. You can mix it up. Have some fun. I know that they sell Mexican style cheeses, so you can grab some of that if you like. And then you're just going to repeat the process. Throw on some shells. And these are the 6-inch shells, by the way, that I have. We're going to throw on some more meat. And like I said before, you can use bacon. You can use crumbles, black bean crumbles if you like a vegetarian option. You can use ground chicken. You can use ground pork. You can use ground turkey, whatever you like. Go ahead and have some fun with that. Okay. So I'm going to put some more salsa on it. More green onion, sour cream, this time I'm not going to mix it up. I like the way it looks now. We're almost to the top, guys. Woo, we're running out of cheese. No worries. Just add some more cheese. Now remember, I'm making a smaller portion just for a couple of folks, but you can scale this up or scale it down, whatever your needs are. Have some fun with the recipe, okay? Okay. And as always, guys, if you have any comments, any ideas, if there's something that you want to see me prepare that I've not prepared, please don't hesitate to reach out to me and let me know. Okay. And we're going to throw some cheese on top. Ooh, you know what? We could have thrown some jalapenos in there, some black olives we could have thrown in there. We could have put some refried beans. In fact, I meant to put refried beans in it and I forgot to do so. So it is what it is. Okay, so we are going to stick this in the oven. We're going to bake it for 30 to 45 minutes just until all the cheese is melted and she's looking all beautiful for us. So okay, you guys, so I just pulled it out of the oven. You can still see the fluids and the, the grease, all that goodness bubbling up over there. So what I'm going to do now, guys, now if you like, you can go ahead and serve it immediately. But what I like to do with this and even with, you know, lasagna, just traditional lasagna, I like to let it cool off so that when I cut it, it's a nice even cut. And so what I'm going to do is once it's cooled off, I'm going to cut into it so you guys can see what it looks like on the inside. Okay, guys, so I just took this out of the, well, I didn't just take it out of the oven, but I let it cool down. So now I'm going to cut it and we are going to grab a bite of this. I'm not super hungry, so I'm just going to get a small piece. I hope you guys can see what, oop, I turned my head and it fell apart. Okay. Now, I am going to grab a spatula just so you guys can see what it looks like when you don't knock it over. Okay. Now, you see that comes out in one piece, and then you see your layers there. Look at me, I'm just making an entire mess. Okay, so you can see your layers there. Let's see if we can make her pretty again. Guys, as always, I appreciate you watching. I will see you in my next video. Please, please, please don't forget to smash that subscribe, like, and share button. Talk to you soon.